Everyone, welcome to Amy's Little Homestead. I wanted to give you another quick little tour of everything that's been happening here over the past week. We're still fairly hot here in central Oklahoma. We've been pushing right around in the 90s, and so it's been a little warm, but I got a lot planted this past week and did a little shopping and have some more stuff that's going to be coming in a little bit. So let's turn it around and we'll show you what all we've got going on. So some of the items that we've got right now, you can see the forsythia all the way at the end that we already had, but in the middle we have a purple echinacea and two of the purple asters that are in right there, and so they are slowly coming up. Then these are Mexican petunias. My mom got a whole bunch of those off online somewhere. I'm not even sure where. So we've got a bunch of those planted. Then that's the lilac, more of the asters. Now in the tomato cage here in the center, that is a native aster here to central Oklahoma. So it should hopefully do really well. It has a really light pinkish purple bloom on it, and it's just really pretty and gives it a little different look there. Then we have some purple stalks that should be a perennial here in central Oklahoma zone 7, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Now I did get 4 new crepe myrtles, and these all came from Home Depot. They had some of them on sale and some of them not, but these are, I have 2 on the back side, that other one, which are both the tree type. So they'll get about 25 feet tall. Oh, more of the Mexican petunias. And then these ones here in the front are the bush variety. So they'll only get about 4.5 feet tall. And then a few more of the Mexican petunias. And then that's a tree crepe myrtle and another bush crepe myrtle, and those are pretty much the same colors. Now Markham's Nursery has a great sale going on right now, so if you're in the mood for a big tree, now's the time to do it. We purchased 2 large trees, my mom and I did, for the homestead, and they will be coming in sometime in November, early December, when all the trees go dormant. So we did get it's called a Catawba grape, so it's sort of a blushy pink red grape, and so got that in the ground. I still need to get the T-post up, so I'm going to put a T-post up about right here, and it'll have 2 of them, and it'll go to about right here, and it's going to be just up on the hillside a little bit so that the water still goes down. They don't have wet feet because we don't want wet feet on the grapes, but yeah, so that's what we're doing there. The roses are doing pretty good. Same thing with everything else. I do have a blackberry, and it's doing pretty well. The other day, when we were at Markham's, they did have their fruit trees too, and so I managed to pick up a new a pear. So it's a Moonglow pear, and then my daughter and son-in-law surprised me with an early birthday present they are called cinnamon, I can't remember, something cinnamon, but I have 12 chickens they were hatched earlier this year. They haven't started laying yet, and so they did have, because they were a little bit older, and I just don't know how they had been taken care of previously when they bought them at an auction here in central Oklahoma. So I did get some dewormer and have been putting the dewormer in their water, but I got them Sunday, so they haven't had too long, but they spent last night inside the coop. The first night we took my son-in-law, out for dinner, and so we didn't get back until it was way late, and they were all sleeping here underneath the chicken coop, which they do like. So, but my goal is to hopefully eventually have some trees so they really have some shade. And then I also purchased this, so you can see it's got chicken wire at the bottom and it has a tarp. And this is going to get attached all along this cage, and eventually my goal is I want to put a hole in the backside here of the chicken run and just have the ladder and the hole for the chicken coop so that they can go out this way. But that'll be in the future. I did get all of my lines capped off here in the garden area. So now I am gotta just purchase my drip tape, and next spring I'll be ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put my emitters out for all of the fruit trees so that they are all on a drip system as well, so that when the sprinkler system goes off, they all get watered. So my plan is to do a 2-gallon emitter so that they get nice deep water. So hopefully that will work well. The blueberries are doing well. I did get 3 new 2x2 raised beds, and I saw this information on them the other day, and they said here in Oklahoma with the red clay, best way to do it is to fill it with compost, half with compost and half with peat moss. I do have my peat moss, I just haven't had a chance to get it in there, but I went ahead and put my compost in one, and I will put the peat moss in it. Blueberries have a tendency to have a little bit shallower roots, so they don't have to be super, super deep. So I'm hoping this will go really well for it. That's what we're shooting for anyways. Not a whole lot is going on over here in the garden area. We've still got cabbages coming up. A couple of the squashes are still producing. Like I've got a little tiny pumpkin right here. The asparagus are doing pretty good. I did pick some beans today off of the beans here. A couple of the cabbages are really getting eaten. I may go ahead, and I haven't decided if I'll cover them or not this year. I may just leave them and call it whatever it is for this year. But I did get some celery, and so I've got a total of 12 different celery plants, and they're just a Utah type celery. So we're shooting for a good celery harvest hopefully this year, and we'll get that. The garlic has all arrived, the seed garlic that I purchased for this year, and they will all be going in the ground hopefully here by the end of the month. It's sort of dependent on what the weather does. It's so hot right now. I don't want to put it in the ground yet because I'm afraid it will just try and go ahead and put up its green and not go dormant, and I just really would like it to go dormant. So, but that's sort of where we're at so far for this week. It is the 8th of October, so we're getting into October, and it should be fall. Hopefully we're going to cool off here. They say we are, so let's see what we get. But this is where we're at so far with the garden. A little messy, still trying to get up everything all figured out that I'm going to do here, but that's where we're at now. If you haven't, please subscribe, and I'd really appreciate it if you would like the video as well. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to send me an email or message me down below. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.